Okay, very good, folks. I want to thank everybody for being here. I have called this call as a leadership call because there are some very important updates, and there are some, I would say there are some advancements to this company on what is taking place. For some of you, you have joined with the company maybe 30 days ago for my trip, and Ron and Rob and everybody coming back from Hong Kong. We began to launch off the company and began to put a leadership group together. And in that leadership group, we came together to help provide an advertising platform to the country, to the world, and be able to put additional leadership teams together. And since coming back, we have really been working for approximately 30 days and have added literally thousands of families, business entrepreneurs, and folks to the team in literally just a short, brief period of time. And in that period of time, we were working to market an advertisement company, Adit Network, with the component with ad points, consumer credits, and with the understanding that we would be able to take this across the country and help families be able to benefit by receiving up to 1% rebates and have an opportunity for our consumer credits to escalate in quantity over a period of time up to 8 times. Now that is still true and is true today, and we still have that in place right now. I do want to make sure that I help clear up some things on this call, so if any of you want to take notes, great. Any of you guys have questions that I don't cover, then I'll help answer them at the end. And so for those of you that don't know me, my name is Gary Kramer. And again, I have spoken with management a number of different times to clear up some new things, because some of you have seen a thing called bid points in the back office. Now, I want to clear up some things on that bid points. That right now is something that anyone that joins today will receive for free. Some of you may have clicked bid points in your back office, and you'll see that it took you to a new place to log in, and it allows you to see products. These are going to be electronics at this point, like iPads, iPods. Could be things like advertised packages. So, first of all, over and above all of this, I want to thank all the leaders and all the people that have put in a lot of hard work, a lot of effort, and a lot of hours into understanding this company's product, its service, and its viability to the marketplace. And I do want to commend all of you for such a great job. So I want to thank you for that. Again, I think for most of you that understand what I will finish sharing with you, that I believe that you will agree with me that the company will be a long-lasting company that is taking every measure to comply with different rules, regulations, and laws being guided by its current law firm today that is based out of Canada. Now, in addition to that, they have made some modifications that are going to occur with the consumer credits. Although, as I shared a moment ago, everything as it is will stay in place until a date of October 20th. Now, October 20th, we have an opportunity to continue to market our product, allow our new members to receive those consumer credits up to the multiple factor that will be provided and delivered, no matter what day they come in from now or last month all the way up to October 20th, they will receive the bonus consumer credits. After that date, the bonus of consumer credits will not be offered in that package. Although, everyone who buys an advertising package can still purchase consumer credits up until December 31st. So please write these things down because they become very important. At the same time, anyone who purchases consumer credits or holds consumer credits will get the full factor of growth of the de-escalation of up to that 8-time multiplier that we were so excited about and still can be. But I do want you to understand something, that each of us will also be able to offer members not only the consumer credits right now, but they'll get these bid points. We're not turning into some big auction house, I can assure you of that. But we are going to be a continually growing advertising company that will add a new component to drive traffic. Most of you have certain understandings about auctions, and some don't have very much experience at all. But understand this, auctions carry a high element of traffic, and certain percentage of the population are attracted to them, and that will always be the same. Now, the difference is that this auction will be internal products that will create activity in the company. And for you, I can tell you this, it's going to create and put money in your pocket because it's going to allow more advertisers, which you think most of you will be pleased and understand, is that the advertisers are coming. They've already got advertisers, hundreds, and if not some thousands of them right now in the China Asian market that have joined into the union side on the Asian market with what Network is doing combined with their new version with the company. Now, keep this in mind. Ad points are going to be so much more valuable than even consumer credits are to you right now. Because ad points are going to be the commodity for this company to put a legal, viable structure for the future of all of our businesses. I want you to envision a company that is growing and being able to go out and fight and be proud to represent that you represent a company that is legal and compliant, and that you and I can offer an advertising package that allows us to also trade our ad points and get paid for them. So what's happening is we're going to add another income stream to the component of what the homemaker is doing, or the person that's not a big recruiter, the person that would like to make money from home. That's the great thing what attracted so many people to the Adit Network, was it gave a component of not only the opportunity for us to make money, because we wanted to put a lot of energy or effort or recruiting into it, but at the same time, it did give us one of the most profitable, and still does, business marketing plans in the industry today, with a 10-generation UniLevel with no qualifications necessary, with the exception of our own purchase of our own ad package that qualifies us for 10 generations. Backed up by a 10% letter leg, 2-team, A and B, infinity bonus plan. Whether we are at $100 or any level, we can be paid to infinity by sharing it with just 2 advertisers or 2 members, and that was it. And we could be paid infinity on that plan. We can then be backed up by matching checks, by being at a $2,000 level, backed up by 8 generations of those commitments, which could amount to dozens, hundreds, and thousands of matching checks. It is an astronomical opportunity. Now, what we have to understand is if they're going to allow us to take these ad points, and those ad points now become a product for you to be able to sell. And they will be a trading platform just the same as we have a trading platform for our consumer credits. The consumer credits, my folks, is also going to raise and remove the limitations of 10 cents, because the consumer credits will become more valuable, more in demand, and you will be able to get a higher price for them. Now, let's understand a few things that will have to take place for that to happen. Consumer credits will not be given away as a package. That's going to create a higher demand to begin with. Second, consumer credits will be able to be exchanged for bid points. A the market that are currently members of Adit Network will do that. Not everyone, but a percentage of that market will do that. And they will give up their consumer credits to get the value of those credits or bid points to be able to buy certain things in the auction. In addition, they'll be able to also exchange them for ad points to be able to sell also in the platform. Now, these bid points will be used in the initial phase of an auction that will be a simple electronics auction that will eventually turn into a higher end, higher luxury items as they fulfill more compliance and more legal issues that get looked at from country to country. And they're doing that now. In addition, they're doing a test. They're doing some testing on it now. And with that being done, I just want you to understand it's going to create traffic, create the rankings that will increase, which is what advertisers want. All of us can affect the outcome of this company's Alexa rankings. We can all increase our daily revenue by doing more than our 20 ads that we may be just getting by with just to get our rebates. We can make money with that now. And in addition, how do we move forward now and going into January 1st? So now is like a great opportunity for us to help as many folks get in, get their consumer credits through the bonus. If they want to buy more consumer credits, they have a window to do that, but they can buy as many as they want up and through, all the way through December 31st and get the promise or assurance of getting 8 times on their consumer credits. So you have this window to accumulate these consumer credits, and you have the opportunity in this window to help as many folks build a sales force and a sales team throughout that period of time. In addition, when we hit January 1st, anyone that has purchased credits all the way, let's say at the end of December 30th, they will accumulate their credits through January, February, and March, and they will get their full factors. Now, from that point, look at this from a standpoint. Brand new guy comes in. He ends up getting his bid points, and he has an opportunity. He comes in for $100, and he now can view these ads. He can now sell those ad points on the market. And the demand is going to go up again on these things because of the way that people will be exchanging their consumer credits for bid points for ad points. There'll be all kinds of conversions going on. It's not that complicated because when you get in the back office, it allows you to exchange these things. And we will then be adjusting our presentation a little bit, but I want you to realize this will create an opportunity for the masses around the world to be able to come in here and literally with very little money and with no recruiting skills, make some money by themselves in their own home, and they could generate $300, $400, $500, $600 simply on ad points. And then they can additionally make more money on top of that by building a business if they choose to. For some of us as the leaders, we know that the folks will come in by the masses. I want you guys to go back, for some of you that have been in marketing for a number of years, how many marketing companies will come out here and give an opportunity for somebody to make money without recruiting? There's very few. The only ones that do are typically Ponzi schemes, illegal pyramids, ones that really don't last. I want you to ask some of yourselves, do I really want to keep repeating myself every 3 or 4 months in these Ponzi schemes? I'm here to tell you that this company is creating a viable business model that will help a small entrepreneur and the person who wants to make a few hundred to an extra $500 or $600 a month simply by helping this company increase its rankings, viewing these websites, and we can bring in millions of people this way. And at the same time, we can capitalize on this marketing plan in our 10-tier UniLevel, and we can capitalize on this binary plan with its matching checks. In addition to that, we all can add $4 to our own pocket with these ad points. The main thing to understand is that I know that this company is going to do everything they can make sure that they're a legitimate, viable business that you and I and everyone could be proud to represent long term. Now, those of us that own a lot of consumer credits, I want you to envision you don't need to have as many as you think you need to have now, because the price of these are going to be lifted. That 10% restriction is going to go away. Some of you will be able to cash in on some of these credits maybe for 20 cents or 50 cents, maybe even $1 or more. I cannot explain exactly everything all the way through, but I can tell you that I can see the vision of what they're doing. They're creating a business model that is based on advertising. Now, there's more that I have to share with you, and one of them is the Adit Marketplace. The Adit Marketplace has been being tested in the Asian market for a while now, and what's going to happen there is they've already brought on thousands of customers. Now, they've done restaurants, shops, boutiques, shoe stores. They're working with major companies, even like Chevrolet. Big companies in the past, even just not longer than a month ago, companies like Buick. These are big car dealerships that are now looking at Adit Network. We will be opening up the doors for the retail B2B side, which is what I'm really excited, and I know some of you as leaders have been waiting for, as a new business model that will allow you and I to capitalize in a business world that will bring retailers to this company. For one of the first times in history, you will have an opportunity to have an advertising company with a network or a direct sales marketing business plan that will allow an advertiser to come in here who will pay money and who will want to be here. Some of them will come in for free and offer their retail goods. Think of all the businesses that some of you own. Think of all the opportunity that this will present to you, and that rebates and revenues can be shared with all these retailers, and that we will help them get results because we will want the discounts. We will be incentivized to buy from the own vendors that are within the Adit Marketplace. The money will be, in small words, can be enormous for some of you. So the fact is that should be available for us in maybe 4, 5, 6 weeks. They're working very hard to give us that website, to give us a retail component that we can bring out to the marketplace. And here's another factor. Some of you with lots of consumer credits, this will give you the opportunity to exchange consumer credits for a territory. Those territories will be very, very important to understand, because I want you to think about the territory where you live, the city that you're in, the state, the country where you're at. Imagine owning a territory, regional, local, or what otherwise, that you can exchange your consumer credits for. And as we branch out and bring in retailers and bring all of these companies from city to city, zip code around the world, and we have an opportunity to help them make more sales, you get to capitalize on every sale that comes through that neighborhood or through that city or through that state or through that part of that country. This is what's going to diminish the overload of consumer credits that some of you think there's too many of. It's going to reduce them and create a high demand for them. People are going to want them because they're going to exchange them for these more valuable commodity that will allow us to earn, in essence, like a royalty, an opportunity to be paid on advertisers that are doing business just like they do with Google and Yahoo and Bing and all these different companies online today. The difference is this, folks, is we will help these companies get results. They will pay us when we give them results. That's going to be really cool. It's going to be easier for most of us to build a business here when we know we have a retail component behind it with an advertising package on the front side for the entrepreneur to bring in traffic who can be paid at home. And then in addition to that, we get to be able to really benefit from this in a marketing plan that has an unlimited income, you see. So now with that being said, I'd say this, that in the midst of all of this, what we have to understand is this, is when we have a place with a company, because I know most of you, some of the leaders out there with some of the companies going on out there, I just tell you from my own experience, I personally want to represent a company that I know is built on being legal, compliant, and also profitable. I want to represent a company that I feel will last a long time. Even if I feel like when I started out with these consumer credits, because all of you can capitalize on the consumer credits. All of you are already in the deal. You've already done it. If you have members waiting, they're still going to get the same deal right now. But as they go away as far as the bonus, that doesn't destroy our whole opportunity. It makes it better, and it makes it more compliant. The company does not want to take the risk in rolling this out continually across the world with its advisors telling them that there's a potential legal loophole that we have to be careful of. Thus the reason for us to remove the bonus credits after a certain period of time and yet give you and I the opportunity to blend this into our business model and allow us to let people realize there's going to be an auction with bid points, which you get for free. They get for free, folks. Now, in addition to that, we still get all this, and we still get to continue to grow this through the end of the year. And through the end of the year, we get to continually to profit from the business model, the consumer credits, the bid points, and the ad points. So we've actually, I believe, made it better. We don't have to look over our shoulder about consumer credits because I know some of you have already questioned it. What's the legalities of this? What's the opportunity? How long will this last? But guys, they're going to make this last for many, many years. I think I told you, and I think my team that went out to Hong Kong had told people that this company was serious about building a long-term, legitimate business model. And that's what they're going to do. And that's what they are doing. So some of you leaders, I know you've had to handle messages from people not understanding what's going on with these bid points or the consumer credits, maybe not growing by 8 times. No, that is happening, and you're still going to get all that benefit. It's just in the future, January, that they will not be giving the 8 multiplier. You and I will concentrate on the factor that the company's business model will be focused on ad points, getting people to view the ads, creating a traffic, creating a true business model that will attract real businesses, Burger Kings, McDonald's, Albertsons, real stores from around the world. I want you guys to realize you can be a part of something that can help a company become a $1 billion plus company, and you get the profit from it. To realize the picture is much bigger than any one of us, and what we have to offer here is something really, really good. And so I know that we have to look at, well, what's the opportunity for the next guy and the next guy? It's still going to be very, very good. Very good. And at the same token, we offer an opportunity across the planet for a low-cost, $100 entry, no monthly fees as far as any monthly auto ship. Nothing gets deducted from our bank accounts or our credit cards, as most companies may do for you. No deductions. The only time we pay a fee, folks, is called a group management fee. That group management fee is only when you make money based on the business model. And it never will go beyond $200 in any particular month. But you've got to be making thousands of dollars in order for that to be happening. So understand this. When we also get into a place where this company is bringing in products and services, we're working on some things right now at the company. Many of you don't know this. The company has assigned myself and some other team members, and many of you will be stepping up at the same time because they've assigned us, this is how serious they are. One, they've assigned us a liaison, daily communication, what we need, what we want, they will work on. They're listening, they want to hear us. Any of you got comments, suggestions, and thoughts, send them to me. I have the utmost high level to pass on any and all good suggestions that this company can use. At the same time, the company does respect all of our opinions. That I can appreciate. Number two is that we have an opportunity to be able to also look for more trainers. Right now, I've got a list of names of people that I want to have as trainers. I need a trainer that is for Russian. I need a trainer that is for German. I need trainers in American. I have trainers for Spanish. Understand the company wants to train, educate people the right way. We've got people saying things that may not be 100% accurate. We want to make sure that's being taken care of. Long term, it's better for all of us. So the company's serious, and at the same token, that is an opportunity that is going to really take place starting tomorrow. I've already got names and people I'm talking to now. The key is that some of these will be paid positions as well, some salary positions, and that's how serious the company is, because I suggest that we need to put these things into place. The other thing is, for some of you have been asking about who reside in the U.S., guess what? I've got meetings already scheduled for them to meet with legal counsel, advisories, CPAs, and other legal experts in the United States this month, probably around the 15th through the 16th and 17th, based on a few-day interval in there somewhere. Depends on some scheduling. But that's already underway for most of you. It's already booked. See, we've got things underway. That's what I'm sharing with you folks, is the company's serious. Now, again, I may not be able to answer every single question because I'm going to open this call up. But again, I've got other meetings with the company, and I really want to make sure that some of you don't throw a good company away that some of you may feel they added this bid point, so it maybe took some steam out of you. Don't let it do that. This company is really going to do well. It's going to help you do well. It's going to be a great primary company or a company in your portfolio that can help you in a lot of ways. And at the same token, the company is growing, and at the same time, at being only 10-month-old company with 3 major offices, being staffed, with admin, with customer support, maybe not perfect in every way because they're brand new and they're learning too, but ultimately they have it in place. And that's not bad for a company that's 10 months old. And moving forward strong and growing strong because of folks like you. So with that, I want to open this call up a little bit, and let's, I'm not sure whether I should turn this, okay, so let me go ahead and turn this on. Please, if you guys have any questions, some of you, and please, *6 if you've got a lot of background noise, please. And if you do want to speak, then you could just *6 yourself again. And if you don't speak clear English, just help me understand you, or if somebody does help understand, just help me understand, because I'm talking to so many different people. But please go ahead. If somebody has a question, I will do my best to answer it. And if not, I will write it down, and I will get the answer back to this leadership team and the group involved here. Okay? All right. Does somebody have a question that I can help answer?
Yeah, Gary?
Hello? Yes. Yes.
Which one?
Okay, who's this? Hi, Mike. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, how you doing, Gary?
Great, thank you.
Good, good. Now, my understanding is the consumer credits bonuses are going away as of October 20th, I think you said.
Yes.
Correct. But you can continue to purchase consumer credits up to December 31st.
Yes.
All right. Now, we were going to have a meeting in our group here for Thursday, and that was a big component of our meeting because we have a lot of passive people. What is the value of the ad points going to be? Is that going to coincide with the reduction of the consumer credits?
Yes. Let me explain, Mike. What it does now is the company wants to drive, they want to drive more traffic and more time from its members on the site. Okay? Now, with that being done, they're going to be opening a trading platform that will allow you and I to view up to 100 sites if each of us wants to. If we do, yes, it's a little more work. Although it becomes a legitimate work opportunity that the legal agencies can appreciate. Because now we're being paid a rebate on an exchange for something of value to the company as an advertising company. So now you can take those and actually be able to sell them, and you're going to be able to make another income stream. So again, for the person that is, less active as an entrepreneur, a home-based business entrepreneur, then they're going to still be able to make some money. Now, in between, how the components will complete in the end, where these points can be exchanged for ad points and then resold, and there's some components that I want to look at the bigger picture as well. But on the smaller scale of things, let's just give you an example. If somebody viewed 100 ads, okay, that's going to take probably an hour, all right? And they spend an hour doing that, and then they can turn around and sell those for, let's just say, 20 cents a piece per ad point, and all of a sudden, that creates for them an extra $600 per month. Now, think about that. Somebody comes in, joins for $100, they view these ads, they get paid back their rebates each day, and they turn around and sell these ad points. That turns it into a pretty good opportunity for that person, maybe not to make them $1 million, but if somebody's depending on what level they were at, $100, they could never buy more than 3,000 consumer credits to begin with. So now the person who comes in at higher levels, well, now they're going to be in a position now to capitalize on consumer credits today. They're going to be a person that's going to be able to capitalize on the higher ratio of consumer credits being sold in the future to others. And at the same token, now what's happened is we opened up a bigger market for people that will come in here and want a true business viewing ads, kind of like the person that stuffs envelopes. They're just looking to supplement their income. Guys, we're creating an opportunity for potentially millions of people here. And at the same token, will it compare to a guy coming in here for $5,000 and being able to buy 500,000 consumer credits at one time? Maybe not as close, obviously. But the bigger picture of the component is that we do create a program that allows somebody to make money whereby we're not scrutinized, we're not looked at in an illegal fashion of creating a Ponzi scheme ourselves, and at the same token, we really do truly create an opportunity for people to make money. Now, on the opportunity side, for guys that put the 5,000, the 2,000s and stuff like that, right now is the time for them to capitalize on their consumer credits. They will escalate the quantity all the way through until they've paid them up, and then they may choose to view the ads, participate in part of our marketing plan, like a business model that the company wants to be. As a same token, we do create a passive revenue stream for those that really are not necessarily into recruiting a lot. And so, Mike, hopefully with that, I can get more clarity on the bigger component of things as I understand more clarity about the back end of the consumer credits being exchanged for bid points, back to ad points, and there's some value there. But those of you that buy and have consumer credits, instead of you viewing them as 10 cents, what if you view them as 50 cents or $1? You can make some good money with this company based on being in it today. And if the model transitions, then our model will cater to the folks out here to drive true traffic. And for many of you, the business, the B2B side. So I know, Mike, that may not have answered your question 100%. I have to get more clarity on the bigger picture. But I know on the big picture about the guys for $100 and $300 that don't necessarily have thousands of dollars to spend here, we create a true opportunity for them in a major way.
Is the ad point rebates going to continue? Did you say that?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
For viewing plus you have the opportunity to sell those ad points, who would they be sold to?
They'll be sold on the trading platform all the way not only into the membership, but also by other retailers. Other advertisers will want to buy them from the trading platform. And so they're going to be put on a platform, but you got to keep in mind, they're doing a shift from consumer credits. And as they do this shift, it requires us to all start understanding how it will work. And we're going to get some diagrams on this so that everyone has a clear understanding. But it's going to be very, very simple once we all are on the same page. And then after that, we have an opportunity that those ad points will be sold no different than if you or I were buying and selling a consumer credit. Remember, this is between all the membership. The bigger the membership grows, the more volume and the more demand that will be required or will create based on any one of these things that we want to sell, whether it's bid points, ad points, or consumer credits. It'll create more of a demand to them, especially when they start restricting the consumer credits and they start increasing an opportunity for you to exchange your consumer credits for other things. Then there's going to be more of a demand down the road a little further. The longer we have them, the more value that we gain on them as well.
Will that platform be initiated this year with the?
Yeah. Oh yes. I believe the plan is they've already got it created. They've already got it created as far as the trading platform, and you can notice that when you click on consumer credits, you'll see that it's already tracking your ad points in that back office there as well. And they just have to put in another module back there, and it will be available. I'll get more details on a specific time frame, but it should be coming up fairly soon. And even if it didn't happen till January, it's not too far away. All right? And so based on that, I'll get some definitive time frame on the ad point time frame for the ad point platform to be able to buy and sell. Okay. Now, do we have any other questions?
Gary, can you hear me? It's Paul. It's from Long Island. I have a question for you.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, my question is on the bid points. Can we only use them to buy stuff from the auction, or down the road can we also sell them as well for cash value? The
Yes,
bid points.
Okay, two things the way I understand it, and if I need to get correction, I will. But number one, we will be able to get bid points when a new member joins for free. Those of us today, we can actually exchange our consumer credits for bid points and use those to trade into the auction. Now, what's also cool is that we can take our bid points and exchange them for ad points and then resell those. So there's an indirect way of getting rid of our bid points instead of using them for the auction to actually exchange them for ad points and actually sell them on the platform where advertisers will have access to them and other buyers. So hopefully that answers your question there as well. But I will also get clarification. But I believe what I just stated is true, that we will have an indirect way of also selling those bid points. We're exchanging them from bid points and ad points where we can actually get cash money for them. The other cool. There's one more thing. Let me add one more thing to this. When somebody buys an ad package and they receive ad points with that package, and that person, let's say, didn't have an advertisement website to really market, they can in turn take those ad points that they purchased and turn around and resell those to get some of their money back as well. So what a great way to really get our monies back in a faster way as well. So there's going to be that opportunity for that party as well to do it such a way. Okay. Go ahead. Next question.
Yes. This is Addy from New Jersey.
Okay, great. Very good, Addy.
Also, for the training that you mentioned, since I have a large group in Florida and many other places, I would like to know also, do they have the Creole training also? I would be interested in that.
Okay, very good. Now, Creole, okay, fantastic, Addy. Would you send me a Skype on that, Addy, please?
All right, I'll do that.
Thank you. Okay, great. Okay, any other question? Okay.
Gary, I have one more, if you don't mind.
Okay, go ahead.
It's Paul again from Long Island. For the ad point, I know we get right now 1%. After December 31st, do you think the company is going to increase that percentage or is going to stay the same?
I apologize. I missed just a part of that in the beginning.
Okay, the ad points. I think right now we get 1% of the package that we bought. 1%, right?
Yes.
For the ad points. Okay, after December 31st, do you think the company is going to increase that as they're going to take away the consumer credit or not?
That is very possible, and I can tell you this, that on the percentage of the rebate, obviously it's a percentage up to that rebate, and at the same token, it allows us to earn up to that. Now, more revenue that comes in the company, even from external sources like advertisers, banner ads, and things that will take place, that's going to push them closer to where we actually start to actually earn that 1% all the time. But one thing that I certainly will address is it a possibility that they increase that? And that was talked about. But the reality of it, I will need to find out further, because I can potentially see that being a potential. But you remember this. We have to be very careful when it comes to the rebate margins, because what happens is that the legal authorities in all these different countries, they'll look at that and go, okay, you are selling this product for X dollars, and you're giving back this amount, and if that amount starts to exceed the price that you paid, the authorities begin to say, how do you do it? How is that possible? So it's very, very important that the company have the statistic ratios that show we take in this much, we pay out this much, we generate rebates that go out each day based on this amount, and then it's backed up by not only revenues that come in for advertising packages, but in addition, we have external sales. So the company has to be very, very cautious when they start to exceed certain ratios. Otherwise, we don't have a company to build, and that's what happens. So, but again, it's open for discussions, and they're legal to look at, because it was mentioned about doing something like that. So then it makes it much more expeditious for you and I to actually turn more advertising packages with our members faster. So it can make sense on both sides. So we just have to weigh the odds. But definitely, we just want things to be nice and steady. And you and I and everyone in this company, we want to feel proud that we got a company doing business right. And this way, we don't have to keep doing something over and over. All right, okay. But I put that on my notes as well. Okay, great. Does anyone else have any other questions?
Jerry?
Yes, go ahead.
This is Rhonda. I just got on towards the end, so I apologize if you've answered this question. On the consumer credits, people that buy them today, and as of January 1, will they be times 8?
Everything, well, what will happen is this. If anyone buys right now, everyone up to October 20th, get everything that you understand today about getting the bonus of consumer credits and ad points, but they also get bid points at the same time now. And now, also, that bonus will end on October 20th. So right now is the time where we want to, really, in my opinion, build our sales force and help our people get leverage of extra consumer credit, if you will, as a bonus. But the next thing is that anyone that joins after the 20th gets consumer credits that they can actually purchase, which means even all the way up to December 31st, they get and will grow their consumer credits by the factor of 8. That means that it will actually fulfill through January, February, and March, and they will actually get the components of the escalation in those months. Does that make sense, Rhonda?
You mean they have to buy them after that?
Yes, no different than it is today. If somebody like today, they wanted to buy, a $2,000 ad package, they would receive their 6,000 bonus consumer credits. But in addition, they could spend another $200, $300, $400, $500 and buy extra consumer credits. And they would also get the same benefit and value as if they just got them as a bonus. So, yes, after October 20th, they will have an opportunity to purchase them just like they do today. Just remember this.
So you get the. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say that the reason the company is removing them as a bonus right now. Remember, if it's a person that's got 100, it's a bonus of 200 credits. If it's 300, it's a bonus of 600 credits, etc. Right? That's not going to be available after the 20th. Although there's still the opportunity to purchase more consumer credits. Okay, and still get the escalation of the multiple factor, and so within that phase, we have an opportunity to still allow anyone to get involved with that benefit right now through the end of this year, and then they will each all get the factor of 8. But the benefit is this: is in addition. Now we're also going to be able to sell our own ad points in a trading platform, thus increasing the value to the party that's really taken a less active notion in the company. They can have another income stream simply doing some ads and then selling those points. Okay. Does anyone else have another question? Okay, great.
Boy from Florida here.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, just to clarify one, as of 1 January, the ad points are not all automatically going to ×8 on that date. They're going to work on through till the 4-month period is up, doubling.
That's correct. Okay. That's correct. And then I think most of you, when you guys all start to see how the business model comes together with the bid points, the ad credits, and the consumer credits, we're all going to see a different value of revenue stream, specifically when they bring on the added marketplace. It's really going to change a focus and really create a real good income stream for many of us who really, I think, stick with the model and understand where we're going with this program, and take it on a global basis as a true advertising company and a platform that can actually cater to the home-based business entrepreneur who's not a big recruiter, but at the same token, for many of us, can really create sizable incomes based on the multiple avenues of income streams that this company is producing.
Okay, so, but we cannot add anything more to them after 1 January. As far as consumer credits go?
We will be able to, at this point, that's when I have to get clarity on, okay, about whether we're able to buy more. But yes, I believe we'll be able to buy more consumer credits. I'm just not clear on whether they will continue to escalate after the January mark, okay, because their emphasis is going to be putting the dollar values of the ad points I'm sharing with you guys are going to increase in value. And on top of that, some of you guys will have an archive of consumer credits that people will be wanting to buy from you, and you'll be selling them for more than 10 cents.
Okay, understood. Thanks.
Okay, great. All right, thank you. Does anyone else have any last-minute questions?
I do.
Gary? Okay. I think the gal was half a hair second faster.
This is a little different. For people to collect 10% for the binary, do people have to sponsor somebody left and right before they can collect in the binary?
No, to collect in the binary, you only need to share this. First of all, you share it with one. And based on your ad package, you can share down 10 generations in a UniLevel. By the time you share it with the second, it opens up the binary because it requires in the binary just 2 membership referrals, and it opens up your A, your B team to infinity to be paid on. So it does open up an opportunity to be paid on that second income model by basically sharing it with two. But then after that, if they share it with two and they do the same, you've got an infinity pay plan. Plus, in many of your cases, you're working with your sponsors, and if they're working, you create a volume spillover in that pay plan as well. And it becomes a motivator for some people to build their B or their A team, and we collect on 10% of that lesser volume. And the nice thing is unlimited income potential because there's no cap. And then also on top of that, if you're at the $2,000 level, you can share in matching bonuses, just with two referrals.
What are we getting paid on in the binary?
Okay. Here's what happens. We get paid daily on daily rebates. We get paid daily on the 10-tier UniLevel. We get paid monthly on the binary. We get paid monthly on the matching checks. We get paid monthly on the growth bonus. And we also get paid on our consumer credits right now as they grow and mature over the next 4 months, 5 and 6 and 7 months, if you will. We're able to sell those. And also, we're going to be able to make money on selling our ad points. So we got multiple ways to make money, daily and monthly, and even further out. And so it's a really great opportunity. And the next thing is we can create a perpetual residual income because the folks are continually doing ads. They can sell those points. They can then collect their rebates. They take the combination of that. They make a few referrals. And if they choose not to, no problem. They then can also sell consumer credits. They combine that. They buy a new ad package. And another thing, folks, you don't have to buy the same ad package that you bought when you started. If you bought a $5,000 ad pack, you're not required to buy a $5,000 ad pack. You can buy a $1,000 ad pack and still qualify to manage and maintain your consumer credits. Just depends on the number that you purchased. Okay? And so you create a perpetual income because now these folks start to realize, hey, I've got a solid home-based business. I got a solid place to introduce businesses here, and I got a way to make a good amount of money, whether it's part-time or full-time for some of you. And at the same token, you've got a company that's expanding globally, and you get an opportunity that these folks can renew their advertising package with or without your knowledge, and you still get paid. That's it. We maintain an active business. Are you required to renew an ad package? No, you're not. You just won't get paid in the 10-tier UniLevel. You won't get paid in the binary because in any business model across the planet, typically you've got to maintain some active position to be paid on volume. And so in this case, it's simply, in many cases for you, $100. And again, it's no monthly. None of you will see your bank accounts deducted or none of your credit cards ever charged. Anytime there's a repurchase, you're going to repurchase it typically from your own volume, in your own dollars, your own commissions from the back office. And for many of you, when it comes to any fees that are charged for your growth of income and commissions, again, they don't charge you any monthly fees. You simply pay those fees out of your earned commission. It's a beautiful thing. So, okay, that answered your question.
Hey, Gary?
Okay. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, I have a couple questions. My first question is, I missed actually like the first 10 minutes. I wasn't able to get on. But are you saying that someone can literally buy $10,000 worth of consumer credits on December 30th and they'll fully mature the factor by 8? They'll fully mature the very next day?
No. They'll mature over the process of just the normal process. They'll mature through January, February, and March. Okay. Just like if you bought them today, they would grow through the November, December, January, February.
So they're going to still keep the same process of maturing going forward.
Yes, they're going to make sure that anyone in any of our team or anyone that has joined will get delivered what they understood.
Hey, Gary.
Yes.
This is Ron. I just wanted to make an announcement. It looks like we've still got quite a few people on the call. I just got off the phone with Jane. I was on the other line with her. We did get approved for...
Okay. All right,
Go ahead.
Are you talking about the request that I asked?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Well, I was going to save that for last. I know Jane was calling. Okay.
So just deliver that whenever. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. But, so whenever you're ready to talk about it, you got approved.
All right.
So.
All right. Okay, guys. I got a tremendous bonus for everybody that just stayed online, and I think it's going to be really, really exciting. Is this. I had a private meeting with the company, and there was a request that was put out that was asked, could we keep the Adit Network foundation of what was being offered with the bonus credits staying intact all the way through December 31st, which means that everyone that is registered in this company and going to be registered in this company, not only through October 20th, but through the entire remainder of this year. And what this means is that I asked for a special request, and the company has just said yes to that request. What this meant was I know that all of us who have joined this company and in good faith have trusted us and have wanted to have a great opportunity to go and build something for themselves and their families. And so the request was, could we keep the bonus consumer credits for all of us that have joined and who will bring new folks into this business between now and the end of December 31st instead of ending it on October 20th. And so I've been waiting all day for that answer, Ron. And so I'm pleased to tell you guys that we're going to be able to run this all the way through to the end of the year. And for many of you, I would think that that might show us something because this company is doing something to help all of us do something well and something big. And when you guys understand, I think some of you do, but I think you have to understand when you have a company that's working so hard to build a global base on a global scale, working to adopt multiple cultures from country to country, but at the same time having to comply with multiple regulations, agencies, all kinds of different scenarios in agencies and legal policy. You have to understand, companies doing everything they can to make sure they have a company that survives not only their business, but all of ours. And so we all have to learn how to respect that and appreciate that because that's what they want, is the best. But the fact is, guys, we're on the road here, and I think, starting tonight and tomorrow, everything stays in line with what you started with, but what we will do is prepare for the adjustments. And I think some of you guys will be very, very pleased that you just worked very hard to build what you've done and to continue building for the future. Go ahead, Ron.
Yeah, they're also going to get the bonus, though, of the auction points. So we're going to get our consumer credits, and they're going to get auction points.
That's phenomenal, folks. Okay. I would have almost rather saved this piece of tool until October 20th, but that would not be very fair, would it? I don't think I could keep it in. So you guys, that just gives you the idea. Okay, so Mark, when you asked me that question, everybody gets their bonus all the way through the end of the year. Guys, we have an opportunity to really build a massive market share here with ourselves and everybody included around the world. And the bonus credits will stay intact through the entire year. That's phenomenal. So, anyways, this call was meant to help you guys adjust and help you appreciate what was going on. But everything's getting better. I mean, even with that, everything I'm sharing with you guys, I think the company was improving and is improving, and it's going to be a better vehicle for all of us to be excited.
Yeah, Gary, there's one thing I do want to add. Here. The communication between the U.S. team and Hong Kong guys, and I'm sure Gary touched on this a little bit, but I want to reiterate this. The communication between us and corporate and our liaison out of Canada, it didn't quite go down the way it was supposed to this last time. It was supposed to have been rolled out to us before it was out to the public so we could prepare all of our leaders for changes coming. There have been parts put in place now to make sure that that happens next time. There won't be any surprises hitting the website like we just went through. So it's all about the company learning and us learning to communicate and work together. And so just to assure you guys and leaders, that is being taken care of. So any future communication we'll have a little bit more of a heads up on.
Phenomenal. Okay, hey guys, let's wrap this call up. Does anyone, hey, how about everybody just give a Yahoo or something? I mean, I think that's some great news, guys. So, I mean, phenomenal. Yeah, absolutely. So,
That's
I mean, all you guys are
great news.
Yeah, especially, I mean, like Mike, I know your plans, your strategy, I mean, that kicks it off into high gear, right?
Absolutely.
So you guys, we have an opportunity. You guys got to realize this company has helped produce millionaires in a very short period of time. And anyone on this phone call has that same opportunity to capitalize on a market share. And, it's just, you guys got to realize there's power in this company's marketing plan. It is absolutely so powerful with the 10-tier UniLevel without any qualifications. Don't waste that. I mean, I'm serious. You got to let that leverage work for you. It's extraordinary. So, anyways, with that, guys, let's wrap this up. And I'm proud of everybody. I appreciate working with all of you guys. And I think we have some great things to really accomplish here with this company. And I think there'll be some growing pains in between. And again, I can tell you this: we've got things that are being dialogued back and forth to the company. And again, any of you guys got suggestions, make sure you Skype them or email them to me because they're all being compiled. And we have, like Ron said, a liaison that's helping us archive these things and go through them of priority and importance of what we want, what we need, what we see of value, and what should be changed or enhanced or actually fixed. It doesn't matter if you got a small error. I don't care what it is. We want it fixed. We want this thing to be Class A, first class, top of the line. And we can be an advertising powerhouse that people will look back and go, oh, I should have joined that back then. And so the fact is they'll come in at the time. But the fact is we have something really good that we can be proud of because they're working really hard. And all of you guys and all of our suggestions are really going to help them become a better company. So, I want to thank everybody. You guys all have an awesome night. I want to hear the phones ringing off tomorrow. Let's get some things going. We'll make some adjustments to our PowerPoint over the coming weeks to talk about the bid points and the different things that we'll be talking about. And I think that's going to be very, very exciting. Again, everybody today starts getting not only their consumer credits as a bonus, but they also get bid points as also an extra bonus. So that's exciting because I'm telling you, the bid points are worth more than the consumer credits, folks. So anyways, have a great evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.